BG, do you have any gold? No, I do not have any gold. And I don't see the value in getting gold. I really don't. Somebody said I broke BG's brain. I have no idea what you're talking about. Unless you said something extremely retarded. Unless you said Nissan Ultima powered steering pump, it's impossible to break my brain. That shit will break your spirit. Just thinking about it. Gold stack under the tarp back there. I just don't see the value in it. And I know man has placed value on gold. And I know, you want your currency to be backed by gold. I know you desire a gold standard, but who put that standard on gold? It's more funny money to me. And it's really not valuable except for the societal standards that make it valuable. And when it comes to societal standards, they can easily be broken, as we have seen in the past 4 to 5 years. And when that happens, gold will have absolutely no value. But what is valuable is what has always been valuable throughout time, down throughout history. Look at the Masons. Look at that skill. They have been needed throughout time, throughout history. Look at the people who are capable of building. That's valuable. This is why I said Negan was right when he said humans are the resource. Like, you are worth more than gold. This is why you do not sell out for riches and pearls and diamonds and silver and cookies and bars, because you're worth more. Like, you're capable of great things. You're more than a conqueror. And people offer you gold bars to do weird shit. It's like, That's why they can offer you gold bars for your morality, because those gold bars don't mean shit. They don't mean shit. You can't eat it. Most you could do is melt it down, get a blacksmith, and maybe make a tool. The kings of old, they used gold because they were filled with vanity. So there was a lot of gold going on. They had the golden chalice, the gold on their breastplates, armor, sword. They had gems, rubies, but none of that shit means anything, because in the end, what really mattered was people, was the labor, was the skill set of certain individuals that made society go forward. Gold doesn't mean shit, and for people collecting gold, silver now, I feel like it's just going to weigh you down in an actual shit hit the fan scenario, where your best bet would be to have upward mobility. You're not gonna get far with a garage full of gold and silver. You're really not. And even if the digital dollar does come about, and they're like, which it might, and nobody's going to accept your gold. Like, you're not going to be able to exchange goods and services with gold if that isn't the standard. And you're going to realize how worthless that piece of metal is. It's like, you're not going to get me to come out, especially bartering with people in the system where they can't use gold. They're going to be like, what the fuck is that? You're like, it's a gold bar. It's a gold bar. You don't want it? They're like, no. We use Bitcoin here. Your best bet would be to have a skill that those people need, in which you can exchange goods for. Not gold. No one's going to want that shit. It's not going to keep you warm. And few people know somebody that can turn that gold into a weapon, into something else where it would actually be useful. So I think gold and silver is just more bullshit. I really do. I mean, I'll play along though, and tell y'all to go out and get some fucking gold and silver for no fucking reason. And then when shit hits the fan, everybody's sitting there like, but I gotta my gold. And they're like, yo, we gotta move now. You're like, but I got all my gold and shit. We don't have a trailer. We don't have that. How to move all this shit? You sit there on the phone calling your friend, talking about, can you help me move this shit? The fuck you gonna do with gold? No, let's fucking talk about it. The fuck is this? Not worth nothing. It's just more funny money. That's it. fucking gold. It's vanity. It doesn't mean anything. Somebody said, I have gold-plated surgical tools. I see you when I raise you 6. I do like the diamond tip drill bits. Diamonds do make great tools. They cost more, but they do a better job. So I can see where these precious metals might give you some value. But outside of just having gold as a currency, just in case the dollar collapses and then everybody switches to a digital currency and I have all this gold and I'm stacking up on gold, it's fucking stupid. It's childish. It's childish to actually think you could trade gold for anything if the dollar collapses. They haven't used gold in how long? People think it's gold in the Federal Reserve. Is it? You tell me. And if it's not, then it has no fucking value. It has no value if they can just shift the perception of what does have value. But if you notice, what really and truthfully does have value remains the same throughout time. And that's humans. That's us. That's me and you. That's why I said you are elite. You're more than a conqueror. Your skill sets will always have value. They will never be able to shift the perception of your skill sets not being valuable, which is why during the whole bullshit with COVID, they was like calling people essential and unessential. But you mean something. It's you. You are the gold. This is why I said develop skills. Like heap to yourself skills like this is a fucking game and you're trying to win a prize. Like the fucking gold doesn't mean anything. And when shit does get cracking and hits the fan and you feel like you're gonna be somewhere where you can just use gold for what? For what? To build a scalpel? To make a tool? What do you? Somebody said, what about him manure? Fertilizer is gonna be worth more than gold. I don't give a fuck what the market say. I don't give a fuck about a stock market. None of that bullshit. That's all man-made. I'm talking about reality-based solutions to your problems. That comes from people that are skilled in something. It doesn't come from gold. It doesn't come from the dollar. It doesn't come from rubies. It doesn't come from none of that. Right now, it's acceptable to trade this note for your skills. So when you tell me this note no longer means anything, but your skills do, how the fuck am I gonna, how is somebody gonna accept gold in place of that note for your skills when that is no longer the currency of this societal standard that has been crafted? It makes no sense in the long term. It only makes sense right now because people fantasize about a collapse. That's it. That's it. Somebody said end the Fed, and then what? Let's end the Federal Reserve, and then what? And then what do we do? What do we do? It's a beautiful day. Look at this shit. It's a beautiful day out here. Let's end the Federal Reserve, and then what? Give me solutions. Emotions get people fucked up, and sometimes I go away with my emotions. But when you stop and think about stuff, the things that you're emotionally led to do don't make sense when you stop long enough to think about it. That's like having a knee-jerk reaction to a woman wearing yoga pants. You see her butt cheeks, you like it, she's desirable, she looks good. Now your dick hard. Emotions. But your emotions can get you fucked up. You go around there fucking with that woman over there, and your life becomes hell. And you're like, I should have never fucking did that. If I would have just stopped long enough to think about it, I would have never even went there. Never. And I knew she wasn't shit. That's how everything is, man. Think about it. That's what in the Fed is like a bitch with yoga pants on, with her ass out. It sounds appealing, but think about it. Then what? After you bust that nut, then what? You snap back to reality. What are we gonna put in place of the Fed? Gold? Then it's got to be tangible. People love convenience. People love convenience, so people aren't going to be walking around with gold. Not after having everything instantly come out of a machine to them at their convenience. Just with the press of a couple buttons, you can get X amount of dollars instantly. People love that shit. That's why people don't have cash. That's why y'all heard me with coins in my pocket. Somebody called me an old man. That's because your dad used to walk around coins, be jangling, jangling. Nobody does that no more. People don't want to have to dig in their pocket and give exact change. Have you even ever been behind somebody at the checkout line and they just digging in their pocket trying to get exact change, a nickel and 2 pennies, and you're like, and then another guy pulls up with his card and he's boom, done. People aren't going back to that when they've had this. See, this now the standard has been heightened. Somebody said take a nap. I'm asleep. Don't listen to me. This is the blue pill. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm asleep. I'm not keeping up with what you people are keeping up with. I'm just saying. It just doesn't fucking make sense to do something and then don't know what the fuck we're going to replace it with. You think I was young. I was young too. I would like that. I was emotionally led into combat, into fighting, into doing weird shit. And then when I do it, I'd be like, damn, if I had just stopped and thought about this for 1 second longer, I would have, damn. That shit sound good to say though in the Fed. It's like, that shit's so ingrained in our society, you're not gonna get away from it. You're not gonna end the Fed. Politicians won't even talk about that. And you know what? No one cares. Except for you, maybe people here, and maybe some other people you know. No one that's capable of making a difference actually cares because they have accepted the societal standards. And that comes along with the Fed. So you getting rid of that shit is just a pipe dream at this point. It's just something cute to say around your friends. But it doesn't mean nothing. It's just an opinion. And opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Man, what's cracking, Chrism? Chrism came in here and said, what's cracking, BG? What's cracking, cut? What's cracking, cut? Somebody said, oh, these 20-something kids don't even know about change. And it doesn't matter how you talk to them about change. Are you talking about like change, like coins, like quarters, pennies, nickels, dimes, 50-cent pieces? The Sacagawean woman carrying, breastfeeding the baby on the coin. Y'all remember that bit? What that bit? They had the indigenous chick, Sacagawean. Wasn't she worth like $1 or some shit? You used to go to the credit union, they hand them shits out like hotcakes. The pregnant chick, the breastfeeding one baby, it was just had a wrap. Sacagawea. Sacagawea, whatever her name was. That bitch, they slapped that bitch on a dollar coin. And Susan B. Anthony also. I have no idea what y'all talking about. Guys, listen, don't listen to me. This is just, these are my thoughts. Don't attack me. Don't come at me. And don't share my videos. Like, look what this nigga said. Look, could you listen to this? And have somebody pick apart, it'd be like, it just stopped the video every 5 seconds. Now, when he said this, what actually, it just black Hebrew Israelite my shit. Where they play the video and then let it play for 5 seconds, and then I can't believe he said gold and silver doesn't mean anything. They black Hebrew Israelite my shit.